Hello Gemini, this is EJ with your reading from October 27th through November 2nd. I got a little tongue twisted there because I was like October 27th to November 2nd, really? But yes, that's it. Alright, so as I was meditating and shuffling, I got focused. I got like entrepreneur, get going, get charged type of energy and focus. So I feel like that is the energy that you're really going to hold right through this time frame. I feel like you're really focused on something because this is something that you're really trying to make happen, and so you're really pulling on like the king of wands type of energy, right? Let's entrepreneur, let's get it done, let's move forward. And then we have the magician. So the magician is all about go, 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 right? Time to take action. It's time to create. It's time to do what it is that you want and put the energy in it, and really listening to your intuition and trusting your knowledge that you're able to carry out that plan or that goal or whatever it might be for you. It could be different for everybody, but I do feel like there's that, this is what I want, right? Like, for example, I really want to start a business, so I'm really going to focus in on what I need to do to get that going, right? So I feel like that's exactly what you're doing here. And I feel like you're finding a lot of inspiration. And I do feel like for some of you, I don't really feel like this is entrepreneur. I feel like you're going to find a new position or a new direction in your career and how you want to move forward. But I do feel financially, money is going to flow into you. So I feel like you're really going to be blessed at this time, whether it is to business, career, investment, however it might look like for you. I feel like, the money is just going to just come on in. It's just coming in. And I feel like for some of you, you're really building on your home life, right? Because that's where that's where the harmony is. That's where the laughter is, right? That's where the comfort is. And I feel like that's exactly what you're honing in on, is really your home life. Your life in general. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini, please? What else does Gemini need to know? October 27th to November 2nd, 2025. All right, finance and business, please. 8 of Cups. So I feel like, again, if you have a current job, another one is going to come in, and I feel like that's what you're going to go towards, because to see that this is something that you truly desire. This is something that is going to move you ahead with that 8 of Cups, because the 8 of Cups is like, I want something better and I want to move towards that very thing. So I feel like for this 8 of Cups is like you're moving towards something that is going to improve your overall situation with this 8 of Cups, because that 8 of Cups is like, you know what, I just don't know if this is the right place or the right situation for me, and so I want to leave this and go somewhere else, right? Somewhere where I can be happy, somewhere where I kind of fit in. It's not like you're looking for approval or anything like that. I feel more like you feel comfortable, like you feel like, yes, this is it, right? All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? I do see that you are moving towards those goals, that job, that place, that situation thing, and then I see a really huge, vast improvement there. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini, please? What else does Gemini need to know? What else does Gemini need to know, please? Zodiac sign of Gemini. Zodiac sign of Gemini. What do they need to know? What does Gemini need to know? The Knight of Wands. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy. I'm not surprised that energy pulled up, because as I mentioned earlier, I felt like you had that King of Wands type of energy, but the Knight of Wands is, another good energy where, you are definitely moving towards something. You're ambitious, you're exploring, and with that, it brings a lot of success. So I do feel with this, I do see that things are definitely going to move forward. In a not like extremely fast way, but in a fast way with this Knight of Wands. And then I do feel like with this Knight of Wands, there's a lot of action there, right? There's a lot of action, maybe even a move of house, a starting of a business, a changing of jobs. Money just improves, you know, again, just very quickly. And I see communication coming in. And again, with the cards that are here, I do see a lot of movement. So do expect that, especially going into November. I see a lot of movement when it comes to, you know, how you make money, or even travel. So you could be traveling for some of you. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? Ten of Cups. So you're going somewhere where you feel good, where it's going to feel great, because that Ten of Cups says, I'm extremely happy. I love where I'm at. I feel good. It feels like family sort of energy, right? And then with the Ten of Cups, it could be, because it is paired with this Knight of Wands, is where you're looking to move where it feels like home, right? Where it feels comfortable, where it feels good, where you can laugh and smile and cry and do all the things without judgment, where you feel comfortable, right? All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? What else do they need to know? I do see, like, again, you know, if it has to do with home, you're definitely going to, it feels right for you. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody with like a dark colored hair, or somewhat of a darker complexion than yours. I do feel like for some of you, if you're talking to somebody, because there could be some sort of communication going here, this person is going to, the opportunity that this person offers you is definitely going to bring you a lot of wealth, and move you into a time of financial independence. For some of you, could be a business, like I see a business type person here, but definitely moving into a time where you will have the stability, okay, and a lot of success. I see you really organizing and really trying to figure out what it is that you want. I see some of you just taking care of yourself, you know, just really taking care of yourself. Like, there's a lot of self-care here. I know that's kind of odd with where the reading is going because of how it's reading, but this is what Spirit wants you to know. I do see that there is going to be a lot of success and security and a lot of generosity there. And I do feel, again, you're moving into a time that's going to allow you to have that financial stability where you're not going to worry, because this Eight of Cups is, I want to move away from a time that has been hard, that has been stressful, that has not been comfortable, and move towards something where I can be comfortable, whether it's within your home and, you know, having that foundation, that solid, the security, right, of having a home, and then having income that brings that stability. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? I feel like that you're gonna move away from a time of just like you felt like the weight of the world on your shoulders, whether it's with a relationship or a job or just life in general. I feel like you have just been in a struggle mode for a very long time. For some of you, I see 10 plus years. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, the Eight, you know, we have another 8, which definitely brings progress, right? But the Eight of Pentacles talks about you've worked so hard to get to where you're at. Not just even gaining knowledge, but just in general, just to get to where you're at. And working that hard. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to pay attention to the details. And you've always have, but more so now, right? Like more so now. And I feel like you really are building that foundation that is going to bring you improvement with your finances and your home to where you're happy and comfortable. Where I see you paying off debt is what I'm reading here. I see like you're paying off debt because you have like, financially is going to be amazing. Your home, I feel like, is going to be solid. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be struggling or worrying or stressed about money or stability. Now the Ace of Wands is the center of the reading, and I love that it's showing up there, because the Ace of Wands is like, I'm taking this and I'm making it happen, right? It's all about action here with Wands. And with this, it does let me know that that's something that you're looking to do, is again creating that foundation that you want, creating again, just creating something new, right? Something, because I see it's the beginning of something great. I see it's the beginning of a new relationship or a new work partnership. I do see you feeling very inspired and very creative. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I do feel like, again, with the Ace of Wands, you're just making it happen for yourself. You're creating this new beginning. You're creating this stability. You're creating this happiness. You're creating a time where it's like, this is the time, right? This is the time to do this. And then I see communication and exciting news coming in here, and some sort of unexpected income. So there's something here that you could be working towards that's going to just happen unexpectedly, and you're just going to be not surprised, but like shocked, I guess. I don't have the right word, but it's like, whoa, really? Like well, I guess it's surprised, right? And excited about how you're hearing this news and when you hear this news. It does take you by a little bit it takes it by surprise, right? Let me grab this card that fell, and then we're going to go ahead and shuffle, because it was face down. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? I do feel like there could be some sneakiness around you, right? Maybe work environment. So we want to just, keep an eye out for that. What else for Gemini, Spirit? What else for Gemini? We have the Chariot, Cancer, all about focus here. And I talked to you about how the beginning of the reading, how I was meditating on your energy, and it was about focus and taking control. It was about focus and making things happen. Now here, this with the Chariot, Cancer energy is about, let me look at where I'm going, where I'm headed, and let me focus on that and make it happen. That's what the Chariot's all about. It's about movement and progress and determination, and just kind of getting those things done, right? Taking that Ace of Wands and saying, I'm just going to make this happen. So I see that happening here. I do feel like, again, a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, victory and success that I see coming in for you because of this energy. It's looking really promising for you. If you haven't already started to experience it, you're going to start experiencing all of these things, and in the energy that you pose, right? I feel like that energy. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I feel like that energy is like you full of confidence, and with that, again, you're taking that wand and you're saying, let me just move, let me charge, right? And that Knight of Wands, let me charge forward, let me stay focused on where it is I'm headed, what it is I want, what are my accomplishments, my goals, and all of those things, right? So I do see you taking really great leaps forward into a magical time. And when I say magical time, I say that because of the direction you're going in and the success and the happiness that comes out of that, right? It truly does feel magical. All right, Spirit, what else for? Yes, look at that. 3 of Cups. All about celebration here. We're celebrating. We're happy with where we're going. Oh, the progress, the news, the things that we're doing, the way that it's falling into place for you. I feel like you're celebrating not only your accomplishments, but where you're headed, right? This is you doing it because you wanted something better, and you didn't let anyone kind of take you out of that focus energy. I don't know what the world is wrong with me today. I think it's this weather. If you know Oregon weather, It's ugly. It's always at this time. It's like raining and it's kind of cloudy and overcast, and you just want to sleep. And I'm a person that just thrives on sunshine, and so when there's no sun, I feel this way. I don't know if I'll overcome that, but you know, being from California, living in the sun, and just I was always happy, always happy. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Wands, please, for Gemini. And I'm not complaining, it's just different for me. All right, and my allergies, crazy, because of the rain. Six of Wands, look at that. Clarifying that Ace of Wands, we got the Six of Wands, and that is all about victory and success. I mean, it's all about victory and success here. And it's amazing how that this is, you know, falling into place for you, or for us. If you're here, if you're new, welcome. I am a double Gemini. Thank you for my existing OGs. Without you, I would not be here. But so the Six of Wands, clarifying that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is about, let's get it done, let's move, let's create what we want. And the Six of Wands is, you know, all that work that you put in. There's success and there's victory and there's celebration and there's new opportunities. And for some of you, new, you know, promotions or new relationships, and things just start to look really happy and really good. And this is why that Three of Cups came out, because it's time to celebrate you. Okay, it's time to celebrate you and what you've done and where you're headed, because it's been, like I said, about 10 years for some of us that we have been in a slump, and getting out of that slump, yeah, that's celebration right there, right? All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and clarify this Knight of Wands. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands, please, with the Knight of Swords. Isn't that crazy? Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius energy. And the Knight of Swords is all about determination. Let me go. Let's get this done. And you know, with that Knight of Wands having that excitement here. And the Knight of Swords is like, I fear nothing. I have the fullest of the confidence ever. And I'm being reasonable with my decisions. And I'm very intelligent. And I'm powerful. And I'm full of inspiration. And you just move forward in a really quick energy there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right, let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles, please. What about this Queen of Pentacles for Gemini? This Queen of Pentacles for Gemini, please. Queen of Pentacles for Gemini, please. What is this Queen of Pentacles all about for Gemini? Queen of Pentacles for Gemini, please. Queen of Pentacles for Gemini. What is this all about? What is this Queen of Pentacles all about? And we have the Nine of Cups. Celebration, you know, being there. The Nine of Cups, having that wish fulfillment. Having the confidence that, you know, everything is falling into place, you know, because that Queen of Pentacles, everything is good, right? Financially, you're stable, you know, you got it all pretty much, right? And then now we have that Nine of Cups, where it's contentment and success, it's positive outcomes, it's, you know, your dreams becoming a reality. It's all of those things. So now there we are. So, you know, now we're also sitting, right? Well, with this one, we've got all our cups in front of us. But with the other the traditional Nine of Cups, you have, you know, the cups behind you, and you're sitting there with confidence. And here, it's like mind-blowing success, mind-blowing that you're what you really wanted, your dream to become a reality, okay? And your dream, you know, what it was is to have financial flow, you know, that stability, having a solid foundation as far as your home, and just having a really good relationship and job security or business, you know, that's what that talks about. And that's saying that you're making this happen. You're making your wish become a reality here. All right, what about this Eight of Pentacles? This Eight of Pentacles for Gemini. Can we get clarity on that, please? That Eight of Pentacles for Gemini. The Lover's card. You are working really hard. You're making good decisions. The Lover's card is a Gemini energy. It's Gemini. And you're making good decisions. You're working really hard towards what it is that you want. This is you, and it's happening for you. The success that comes out of that. The fulfillment, right? The contentment. Yeah, look at that with the Magician. This is you making this happen. You are working hard here. We're clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. And that Eight of Pentacles is working hard, really paying attention to those details to make things happen, right? Reading between the fine lines, all of those things. And here, this is, you know, positive new beginnings. It's a positive new journey, new things to come here, better things to come. And you're making those decisions to make that happen. It also could be within a relationship as well. What about the Chariot? Can we get insight on the Chariot? This is a very good reading, very positive. I didn't know which way it was going, you know, which way the reading was going to go, but now I'm seeing it. It feels very good, and it's going very, in a positive direction here. Let's get clarity on this Chariot, please. What is this Chariot all about for Gemini? Some of you, I feel like you felt so defeated that you did not think this was going to happen for you. You did not see the road ahead of you. You did not see, you know, a clear path. And now you're just focused on where it is that you're headed. Chariot, please. Chariot, please. What is this Chariot all about, please, for Gemini? What is this Chariot all about for Gemini, please? We have the Temperance, Sagittarius. So it's also about, you know, creating that balance. Give me a second. I'm going to close this window because the leaf blowers are here and they're going to make tons of ruckus. So the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, it's about creating that balance, okay? But it's also the creator. It's you creating something. So here with the Chariot, you're creating this new path for yourself and this success, but you're also being, you know, you're just a rounded person. You're really finding that balance there. And I do see there's a lot of happy endings here, and a lot of things are going to start to blossom and bloom for you. It just it looks very promising. All right, Spirit, what about the Magician, please? What about the Magician for Gemini? What is the Magician about for Gemini, please? What is the Magician about for Gemini? Give me just a second. These cards just flew out of my hand. Like, I mean, not cards, but practically the whole deck. This just flew upright. This flew out of the deck upright, and it's one card. So we're going to take that. And it is the Ten of Pentacles, okay? We were clarifying the Magician, but we're going to put this aside because that's like a bonus card. And that Ten of Pentacles, I told you, you were going to come into a time of a lot of money and a great stability here with this Ten of Pentacles, okay? I do see that yeah, there's a lot of growth here. There is a lot of growth, and that's going to bring you a solid foundation. Amazing. The Magician, please, for Gemini. The Magician for Gemini, please. What is this about? So we have the Death card, Scorpio energy, and it's about change. Change and transition, right? And you're creating that. You're creating this change and transition. You're ending difficult situations with that Eight of Cups and the Death card, right? You're walking away from that to create this life of success and overcoming the battle, right? Overcoming the obstacles, and you know, there's major changes ahead. Major changes. I do see that whatever has been very difficult and challenging for you is going to come to an end, and things are just going to kind of flow very easily for you from this time forward. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups, please. What is this Eight of Cups bringing to Gemini? What is this Eight of Cups bringing to Gemini? Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment below and let me know how this is resonating. Eight of Cups for Gemini. I see you having to make very difficult decisions, but I see you making really good decisions, especially because we have the Lovers card over here where you're working really hard and paying attention, and focus on where it is that you're going and the decisions that you're making. And again, you are making very good decisions here. Spirit, let's get clarity on this Eight of Cups, please. This Eight of Cups for Gemini, what is this all about? We have the Hangman. Here he is. We have the Hangman. And the Hangman is all about seeing a different perspective, right? Looking at things in differently from where, and I guess, you know, seeing things in a different perspective, that's what that means. But I do feel like you are really contemplating before making decisions, before moving forward. And that's a good thing, right? And I do feel like you're not really sacrificing a whole lot, but I see that there's a lot of progress here, and I see you making really sensible decisions. And again, if you run into a delay or something, I feel like you overcome that as well. King of Swords. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. With that King of Swords being there, again, being very intelligent about what decisions that you make. And I see you doing that with the, you know, just the cards in general, but I see you just, you know, you're very logical. You know, we're very logical and practical if we don't let the other side of us take control and make us overthink a situation. But I don't see that in this reading. I see you that you're really moving towards something practical for you that fits you, and you're being very logical about it, and you're really letting that lead than with emotions, right? You know, your heart, if you will. But I see you following your intuition here, making really good decisions, being very intelligent about that, moving towards a time of strong stability here, because also that King of Swords is about stability, and I see that happening here. And being with the Magician twice, it's all you're the one making, you're doing this, right? You're taking great leaps forward to create the life that you want, and to have that solid foundation, to have the stability, to be happy, and to be able to move about life without so much stress and worry, right? And feeling like the whole world is on top of your shoulders, and you're not able to smile because life has just been so hard, but it's knocked you down. And I see you just saying, nope, no more, right? So we're marking, an ending to that situation, and we're moving, and maybe even to a job that you didn't even want to get up to go to, right? You're just like, or being in a relationship and seeing that person and hearing that voice, and you're just like, oh gosh, no, right? But you're having drastic changes ahead, and it's all because of you. It's all because you're doing it, and because you're doing it, the energy is matching you, and Spirit God is like, yep, here we go, Gemini. That's what I needed you to do. Here's your blessing. Boom. I just see blessing after blessing after blessing here. It's just that amazing. It is that amazing. And thank you guys for your comments about changing and rebranding and changing the name. I'm probably going to put a poll out, and I want you to just put your, what you think I should name the channel. I think I'm going to have fun with this, and maybe we'll go live after that, and we'll kind of like see do like a generator type of thing and see what name pops out, and maybe that is the name that we name the channel. So we can have that change, and that identify, that my channel will identify more with Geminis, because maybe that's why we're not, maybe they don't know we're here, right? This is just all about the Gemini family, and maybe they don't know that I'm just the Gemini family. So, all the comments, very fun. There's one particular comment that stood out and said that I don't take my own advice. No, I do. I do take my own advice. I just don't do it as quickly as you would want me to see it happen. You know, there's a lot of things that play behind the scenes. You know, it's not just, oh, let me change my name. No, 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 no. There's a lot of things that play behind that. So, but that is something that we're going to move towards, and I can't wait to go live with you and see the name that I pick. And you know, we'll also do a oracle reading on that live. I don't want to put a specific time frame, because every time I schedule something to go live, my job is like, oh no, I need you to do this, oh no, I need you to do that, and then it eats up into that time. So with that being said, I'm hoping to go live soon, give you an oracle reading or a tarot reading, and then also maybe a second live. We'll see how that works. And maybe a second live to do the name change thing, to pick a name and then move forward. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead in the community tab. I'm going to go ahead and post that question. And I'm really curious to see how many of you, or if you want to go out, continue to put names in the comments. I will go back to that other reading, write those names down, and then this reading, and see which one gets chosen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that this reading resonated with you, and that you are going to be receiving these multiple blessings that are coming your way, and the stability and the happiness that you truly deserve and work hard towards, and where you're headed. I wish you nothing but success. Until in the meantime, I'd like you to hit that subscribe button, comment below, hit the thumbs up, and check out the videos, check out your playlist, and until next time.